But Batman, of course, member of the DC Trinity, he has been in flux for years. Where, Ben Affleck was Batman, and then Ben Affleck retired from being Batman, and now we have Robert Pattinson as Batman, but then we've also got Michael Keaton as Batman, and, like a bunch of other Batmen going on at the same time as well. So I saw this rumor a little while ago about James Gunn's supposed plans, and it's a supposed leak, and I doubt this is true, but I actually think this would be a great idea. Not do a Batman movie in the DCU, because first of all, that would just get confusing having two different Batman franchises going on at the same time, both Matt Reeves, Robert Pattinson's The Batman movies, and a DCU Batman, but instead to differentiate it, make it a Batman HBO Max series, which I know what you're thinking. That probably sounds a little crazy. Like, why would you downgrade Batman to doing TV? But honestly, I think Batman works better on TV, if I'm being honest. I mean, you look at Batman the animated series, that is a great example. Do that, but in live action. And there's just so much more possibilities here, especially, again, if you want to differentiate this from Matt Reeves' The Batman universe. With that, I mean, I love the universe that is being built there, but the hard thing doing movies is that you can only do one villain every movie, or at least like a couple villains, but you really only have time to focus on like 1 to 2 villains per movie, and then you only get like one movie every couple years, so you don't really get to fully explore the rogues gallery. So this would be a great way to explore the full rogues gallery of Batman, even some more obscure characters we haven't even seen in live action before. But on top of that, again, to differentiate from the Matt Reeves universe, where that is a younger Batman. He's in year 2 of his career. He's still a solo act, no Robin or anything like that. Is you do this as an older Batman with the Bat family. Another thing that we've been wanting to see for years in live action, and some people are still pitching like, oh, we should do Robin and do the Bat family in the Matt Reeves universe, but that Batman is just way too young for that. And again, it's kind of hard to even fast track that. So this would be a great opportunity to do that. Have maybe Nightwing already be Nightwing. Have Dick Grayson be retired for Robin. He was Nightwing in this series. Have Tim Drake or Jason Todd as Robin in here. You could explore the under the hood storyline, under the red hood storyline. You could have Batwoman in here. You could have Batgirl in here. You could do the Oracle storyline. You could have spoiler. You could have Batwing is another possibility as well. I just think this would be great, and there's so many big storylines when it comes to Batman, specifically related to the Bat family, that we've never seen done in live action, at least not properly. I mean, like, as you can see, we've gotten these characters in live action before, but like all of these Bat family members have been done without Batman. So imagine, now this may sound crazy to Warner Brothers and DC, but do these Bat family members in live action, get this, with Batman in the same project. Whoa, that's insane. But I mean, in all honesty, like, they did the Nightwing story on Titans without Batman. They did Red Hood on Titans, which was for the most part without Batman. I mean, they do have Bruce Wayne in that show, but he's like 80 years old, so I mean, he's not even Batman anymore. Batwoman, don't get me started on that. And then Batgirl, that movie was just canceled. That was going to have Batman in it, but then the one time they decided to do that, no, we're going to cancel that movie for a tax write-off just to save money. So this is what I really want to see. I want to see a Bat family HBO Max series. I think this would be a great way to do it. And again, talking about how many big storylines there are, you can do like one overarching story. Like, you could do Batman Under the Red Hood as an overarching story for a whole season, and then you can have in between that, have smaller episodes, or not necessarily smaller episodes, but in the background have like one-off episodes of Batman fighting certain different villains, but then still have the Red Hood storyline going on at the same time. And I just think this would be a great idea, because in each season you do a new overarching storyline. You just get to explore the mythos of Batman in live action. This is what I really, really want to see. And another possibility here is, we already talked about Nightwing, but Deathstroke. Joe Manganiello as Deathstroke is perfect casting. Amazing suit design here as well, and he was just wasted. It was all thrown down the drain, and that's just sucky. So utilize this opportunity here And we know James Gunn is a big fan of Deathstroke. He was almost in the Suicide Squad. And so utilize that. Obviously I'm bringing this up with the Batman thing because originally before we got Matt Reeves on, this rebooted universe of the Batman, when it was going to be a Ben Affleck the Batman movie, it was of course Ben Affleck's Batman versus Deathstroke. And, James Gunn has said something about recently having a meeting with Ben Affleck on directing an upcoming DC project. What if they do a live action Batman HBO Max series and adapt that original story that they wrote for the script for Ben Affleck's The Batman? Because everybody said how amazing that script was. Adapt that into an HBO Max show in this new universe with a new Batman. That would be a great way to do it. Maybe even do a Deathstroke spinoff, an HBO Max series, or a movie. That's another possibility as well. I think Deathstroke Knights and Dragons, the animated movie, is a great example of what you can really do with this character, even on his own. But Deathstroke versus Batman, again, this is a movie we've been teased with for years now about how great this would have been. So bring it to fruition, even if Ben Affleck isn't the one playing Batman. I mean, if he's directing it, that's even better. But just finally bring this story to us in this new universe of the DCU.